Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor our country with the presentation of the colors by the Great Mills High School Navy Junior ROTC, the singing of the national anthem by the Great Mills High School Bella Musica Singers under the direction of Miss Sarah Nelson, the Pledge of Allegiance led by Class President Rosaline Cepero Santos, and the singing of the school's alma mater by the Bella Musica Singers.
What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Let's now honor the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Evermore our loyalty. You have guided us in youth. You have taught us ways of truth. Now accept the praise and bring thee, and a joyous song we sing thee. Alma mater to thee we raise. This our hymn of grateful praise.
Please be seated.
Good evening. Welcome to Great Mills High School's 88th commencement ceremony. My name is Ian Madden, the STEM valedictorian for the class of 2017. Great Mills High School has a long and notable tradition of service to a socially diverse student population. Our school opened its doors in 1927 to serve a rural agricultural community and has withstood the test of time to emerge as the rich, diverse, and vibrant learning community that we enjoy today. As we begin our ceremony tonight, we would like to introduce a number of guests who are with us this evening. First, our platform guests. We ask that each of you stand and be recognized as your name is called. Board Chairman, Mrs. Karen M. Bailey. Board Vice Chairman, Mrs. Mary M. Washington. Board Member, Mrs. Kathy Allen. Board Member, Mr. James J. Davis. Board Member, Mrs. Rita Weaver. Student Board Member and current member of the Great Mills High School Junior Class, Ms. Roma Concaria. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. James Scott Smith. Assistant Principal and Reader of Names, Dr. Lisa Johnson. Assisting with the diplomas, Mrs. Audra Bishop. And our principal of Great Mills High School, Dr. Jake Heibel. Additionally, we have valedictorian Haley Mesmer, salutatorian Caitlin McDaniel, STEM salutatorian Arham Shah, STEM salutatorian Anna Statz, Class President Rosalianne Cepero Santos. At this time, we would like to welcome Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maureen Montgomery. Assistant Superintendent of Fiscal Services and Human Resources, Mrs. Tammy McCourt. Assistant Superintendent of Supporting Services, Dr. Jeffrey Walker. Chief Strategic Officer, Dr. Jeffrey Marr. Welcome to the elected officials here with us tonight. Please stand and be recognized when I call your names. The Honorable Deborah C. Ray, Delegate. The Honorable James R. Guy, Commissioner President. The Honorable Tom Jarboe, Commissioner. The Honorable Mike L. Hewitt, Commissioner. The Honorable Todd B. Morgan, Commissioner. The Honorable John E. O'Connor, Commissioner. Welcome to Captain Scott Starkey, Commanding Officer, Patuxent River Naval Air Station. We would like to welcome School Liaison Officer, Ms. Dawn Simpson. Of course, there are a number of people from Central Office that help and support our school each day. We ask that the Superintendent's School Support Team stand at this time to be recognized. We would ask that any current or former SMCPS principals stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you. We ask that the school system supervisors stand to be recognized. The Fairlead Academies have had a tremendous impact on the success of many of our Great Mills students. Their continuous efforts and dedication over the past 4 years has helped to make tonight possible for many of our students. We would like to thank Academic Dean of Fairlead II, Ms. Madeline Giles. Please stand to be recognized at this time. We would like to recognize Dr. Wendy Zimmerman, the current principal of Spring Ridge Middle School and former Academic Dean of Fairlead II. At this time, we would like to recognize Mr. Michael Egan, principal of the Dr. James A. Forrest Career and Technical Center. We would like to recognize some of our other educational partners. Welcome to Ms. Anna Laughlin, Co-President EAS-MC. Welcome to Ms. Dolores Harris-Wilson, NAACP. At this time, we would like to honor Mr. William Merritt, the Golden Grad representative from the class of 1967. 50 years. A special welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Ikumi Madden and Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Lisa Mesmer, the parents of the valedictorians of the class of 2017. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Robert and Susan McDaniel, Dr. Anil and Bina Shah, and Ms. Charlene Statz, parents of the salutatorians of the class of 2017. At this time, please join the seniors in welcoming our teachers and staff members to this ceremony. Teachers, thank you for all that you do for the students of Great Mills High School. Without your tireless dedication to student success, this evening would not be possible. Would the teachers and staff members in both viewing rooms please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We would also like to say a special thank you to Ms. Sarah Nelson, the 2017 class sponsor, who has helped to make our high school experience memorable. Special thanks also to Ms. Jocelyn Weaver, class of 2017 graduation coordinator. A special welcome and thank you to the parents and guardians who are with us tonight. The support and love that you have given to your students and to our school has made this successful journey possible. Thank you, parents. We would also like to take a moment to recognize several individuals who could not be with us tonight due to their service to their country, to our country. Bethany Brennan, sister of graduate Anna Brennan. Tobin and Tim Cooper, brothers of graduate Margaret Cooper. Taylor Ingmeyer, brother of graduate Talea Ingmeyer. Justin Pitt, brother of graduate Jason Pitt. Ian Williamson, brother of graduate Ariel Williamson. Dion Medford, father of graduate Deja Bush. We are sorry that you could not be with us tonight, but thank you for your service to our country. At this time, we would like all of our graduates who have enlisted in the military to please rise. We would also like any current or retired members of the military in the crowd in both viewing rooms to please rise to be recognized at this time. Thank you for your service. At this time, we would like to recognize Mr. Daniel Hart, Mr. Donald Shade, Ms. Kim Williams for their instrumental roles in planning tonight's festivities. This team has been working for months to make this year's graduation ceremony a success. Special thanks also goes to our school counselors, Ms. Audra Bishop, Ms. Jennifer Cole, Ms. Diane Ryan, and Ms. Judy Stokes for their expertise in setting the course for each of our students to meet their graduation requirements. Thank you to Ms. Robin Willis, for our college and career advisor, for fearlessly navigating the college scholarship process. She helped our seniors receive over $22 million in scholarship money this year. Special thanks goes to the administrative team of Ms. Connie Garvin, Mr. Daniel Hart, Dr. Lisa Johnson, Mr. Kelly McClure Hewitt, Ms. Rhonda Morgan, and Mr. Charles Dunbar for patiently guiding our seniors on all aspects of their development during their years at Great Mills. We would also like to recognize Ms. Kim Williams, Ms. Wanda Duran, and Ms. Mary Ann Hickey for taking such good care of the administrative tasks required to make this evening such a success. And finally, thank you to the SMCPS Maintenance Department for setting up this facility for our ceremony tonight and working nonstop this week for our graduates. Your efforts tonight are much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Seniors, in reflecting back on your class, several thoughts came to my mind when I thought about you, such as your academic success, your athletic accomplishments, and your mischievous sense of humor. But the one thing that stood out to me the most came from this year's pep rally. I know this may be a touchy subject, but please bear with me, as I believe the Spirit Stick can be used to discuss life's lessons. Life is not always fair. As juniors, you could have made the case that you should have won the Spirit Stick. You gave great effort, but came up short. Life is not always fair. You will have moments when you don't get what you deserve, but that's okay. In life, things have a funny way of working out. I call it life's leveling forces. That no matter who you are or what happens, things seem to work themselves out. Another lesson is it's important to remember to not take things for granted. I suspect many of you came into this year expecting that it was your right as seniors to win the stick. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that it's extremely important to not take anyone or anything for granted, whether it's a parent, grandparent, sibling, or friend. It is important to enjoy the time we have with one another because in life, there are no guarantees. Disappointment and setbacks. You were very disappointed in the outcome of the Spirit Stick. Many of you were angry with me, Abby and Anna. Some of you were emotionally distraught, William. You made your disappointment very clear and known. I'm afraid that in life, you will face disappointments and setbacks that will come in all shapes and sizes. What matters most is not the actual setback, but rather your response to disappointment. Your response will be what helps define you as a person. The last lesson of the Spirit Stick comes in the belief that it's not important where you start, but rather where you finish. One of the best comebacks you had to the underclassmen was reminding them that they were indeed still underclassmen, and that you would be the ones here tonight. There is no comeback for that. In life, you will face all types of challenges. The playing field for each of you will not always be the same. You may lack resources compared to others, which only means that you will need to work that much harder to close the gap. Again, it's important to remember that it's not where you start that matters, but where you finish that counts. Tonight, you finished on top. Now, there is another thought that if you're given the opportunity to set something right, then you need to do so. So let me try. Rose, please come forward. Stand right up there. With the power vested in me as principal of Great Mills High School, I officially award the 2017 Spirit Stick to the senior class. Yes, you get to keep it. Thank you, seniors, for not booing me. I was a little worried. Seriously, tonight marks the end of one journey and the start of something new. You entered high school wide-eyed and full of excitement. You have come a long way since those first days. You have grown, matured, and developed into the graduates that are here before us. The person you are today has been shaped by your parents, family members, teachers, classmates, and most importantly, by the personal choices you have made along the way. In 4 years, you have accomplished many things that included a 5-time state champion in cross country and track, an international science fair winner, and this year's SMAC tennis champions. Your class has been awarded over $22 million in scholarship money, and you will be attending, yes, good for parents. You will be attending such prestigious schools as the United States Naval Academy, Cornell, Villanova, Drexel, Brigham Young, Virginia, and the University of Maryland. just to name a few. Your challenge now is to find your place in this world at a time when we need you at your best. You need to go out and make this world a better place for others by giving to a cause greater than yourself. As the famed animal rights activist Jane Goodall stated, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. As you leave Great Mills High School and head out to make your difference in the world, I leave you with thoughts I wish I had paid closer attention to when I sat in those very seats many years ago. These are things I've come to believe are important in building a life worth living. Number one, you do not know everything. At 18, I thought, you don't know everything. At 18, I thought I had just about figured everything out. Well, let me tell you something. No one has everything figured out. Life has to be tackled one day at a time, and it's a never-ending learning process. Always keep an open mind and be willing to listen to others. Number two, be nice to your parents. Your parents love you, and they mean well. They may not behave exactly the way you want, but they're only looking out for your best interest. Treat them with the respect they deserve, and when you go off in life, make sure to keep the lines of communication open. Number three, we are judged by the company we keep. Surround yourself with people who are going to help you succeed and find happiness in life, not drag you down. Hanging out with not so great people can make others perceive you as a not so great person. Life's too short to waste it on people that do not bring out the best in you. Number four, habits are more important than goals. When you have a desire or a goal that is deeply important to you, but never change your habits, the goal will never become a reality. A habit forms a belief, and a belief creates a behavior, and a behavior produces an outcome. Change your habits, change your life. Number five, every day is an interview. People are sizing you up in 3 seconds. Look your best at all times. Smile and be nice to others. Introduce yourself with a firm handshake. Say hello to a person who can do nothing for you. Listen more, talk less. Number six, relationships are so very important. Give of yourself unselfishly. Spend time listening with empathy and understanding. Make other people a priority. Money, fortune, and fame are things you can obtain in life, but relationships with others are what makes us human and hold the key to true happiness. But above all, laugh when you can, apologize when you should, and let go of what you can't change. Life is short, yet amazing. Enjoy the ride. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Great Mills High School, I wish you nothing but continued success. After all, we are Great Mills! Thank you.
James Scott Smith has been with St. Mary's County Public Schools since 1991. Originally hired as a high school English teacher, he later became a department chair, assistant principal, principal, director, executive director, assistant superintendent, interim superintendent, and now superintendent. He holds a bachelor's degree from the State University of New York at Buffalo, a master's degree from Towson University, and is currently pursuing a doctoral degree from the University of Maryland at College Park.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. I'm pursuing that degree with Dr. Heibel, who is finished. So for those around next year, I better be done. Commencement speeches usually involve quotes from revered historical figures, often literary, and end with lessons learned by the speaker that seem appropriate to share at the occasion. Originality and relevance are often lost to the ease of Google searches and a general disconnect between a 50-year-old speaker and an audience of 17 and 18-year-old adults. So I wanted to move away from the trodden path and hear from students themselves, sample the advice they had been given, the lessons they had learned during their time with St. Mary's County Public Schools. And Great Mills students had a lot to share. The advice they shared can be grouped into three broad categories: practical advice, social advice, philosophical advice. Now, the practical advice was something you'd usually hear: do your homework, don't procrastinate, be on time, don't sleep through first period. Good advice. Social advice was keep your clique small, you be you, just keep swimming. And while you're swimming, stay in your lane. Philosophical advice: the little things matter most. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. Everyone loves a redemption story. Great advice, and it came from all of you. What I really enjoyed was I followed up your advice with the lessons that you've learned. And you learned many. I'm only going to share a couple. Some of them aren't appropriate to be shared with your parents. But these were the ones that were. For every problem, there's a solution. School is easy compared to life. Don't wait till the night before to start reading the 90 pages you have to read for the class the next day. I'm unique, just like everyone else. Go to the bathroom before a 4-hour lockdown. Great advice. Great lessons learned. Over 200 students shared, and I want to say thank you for those who took the time. In fact, saying thanks was the real purpose of the survey. The last question I asked was, who did you want to say thanks to? No, a former English teacher. To whom did you wish to say thanks? In descending order, it went like this. First, parents and family. Second, school system staff, and some of it very specific and very heartfelt. And then finally, your friends. I was really quite touched by a lot that you shared. You are a reflective and a thoughtful group. Now, parents, when I was asking the seniors to complete the survey, I felt compelled to dole out just a little bit of personal 50-year-old parent of 3 advice. Now, parents, you may find this hard to believe, but perhaps these seniors weren't really available for learning and advice as they were thinking about walking across the stage. But I wonder how many of them actually took the advice to heart. What I asked them to do was to really think about the people who helped them get here tonight, because no one gets here alone. They all had help. And I asked them to thank one person who helped them get here this evening and do it before this evening. So, by show of hands, how many of you actually took that advice? So you're saying none of you wrote a note to your mom, or thanked your dad, or hugged your principal? You still have time to hug your principal. All right, so let's see if we can kind of recover from that. Let's make it a priority. A heartfelt thank you now may well help you in the coming weeks and months. You will need a helping hand as you transition to college or start work or enter service. You will need a co-signer on a loan or a lease or someone to help you move out or move on. So, right now, let's say thanks. So take a moment, look around in the audience, find your family who are here to support you, look at them and say loudly and heartfelt, thank you. You really are great Mills. This is what makes you all special. Please remember, that's it. Many people have taken care of you. And after you walk across this stage, you are going to have to take care of yourself. So please take care of yourself. For life is long, and you are just starting, and that's why we call this evening Commencement. I wish you all well. Congratulations.
Great Mills High School has a tradition of high expectations for learning and academic excellence. Your commitment to academic excellence resulted in local, state, and national awards. Scholarship offers from college and universities have resulted in over $22 million. Tonight, we celebrate your hard work. The President's Award for Outstanding Excellence. This award is presented to students with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher, and an SAT score of 630 verbal or 650 math, or an ACT score of 26 math or 27 reading. Students receiving the President's Award for Outstanding Excellence, please stand at this time to be recognized. President's Education Award. This award is presented to students with a GPA of 3.5 or higher and showed tremendous growth but did not meet all the criteria for the President's Award for Educational Excellence. These students also demonstrate unusual commitment to learning and academics despite various obstacles. Students receiving the President's Education Award, please stand at this time to be recognized.
The State of Maryland Merit Scholastic Award, awarded to students who demonstrate outstanding scholastic achievement. Students must be in the top 5% of their graduating class. Students receiving the State of Maryland Scholastic Award, please stand to be recognized at this time. The College Access Program. CAP's primary mission is focused on, but not limited to, first-generation, low-income, and minority students with a 2.5 or higher to increase college attendance. This year, there are 120 seniors at Great Mills that have benefited from CAP in terms of college acceptance, financial aid packages, scholarship money, and completing the FAFSA. All members of the CAP program, please stand at this time to be recognized. Congratulations, class of 2017, for your academic achievements and commitment to excellence.
Good evening, and thank you to all of the wonderful parents, teachers, distinguished guests, and supporters who have allowed us to get to where we are today. All 335 of us. "335 unique people who have all lived these past 4 years differently, but have one thing in common: numbers. Since kindergarten, we've all been quantified by different scores that have come in many different forms. These numbers allowed us all to graduate today, but also showed who works harder, better, faster, stronger. From winning smack in tennis by 1 point, to getting straight ones at band festival, to constantly being reminded to get our grade up from a 59.4, we're always being measured by some standardized scale. These are the numbers that define us. They show what we've done for the past 4 years and can be used to predict what we should become in the future. It seems like nowadays everyone is trying to measure potential using only numbers. News headlines everywhere are talking about the best majors to go into to get a good paying job, or how many calories a person should consume in order to optimize their athletic abilities. All around us, the numbers that we create simply by living are being used in an attempt to measure our abilities without concern for anything except our past performances. From SAT scores to race times, what we have done is being used to show what we can do. But maybe that's wrong. Great Mills High School has shown me that the numbers don't always tell the whole story of the situation, or even the truth. Although they represent indicators of what could be, the only person who can decide what we become is ourselves. Some of us were told over the past few years not to apply to certain schools or audition for certain roles because it was too hard or unrealistic. But maybe you were like the baseball team last year in their game against Leonardtown, when Hunter Rooney smashed a double in the last inning to win 4-3 when no one thought it was possible. Or maybe you started one of the 30 new clubs that were created this year during one lunch, not because some statistic told you you should, but because you decided to. Numbers can't measure our hopes, our dreams, our goals, our ambitions, or how much we want it, our grit. As we move on into this next step in life, we must remember that how we felt determines much more than any measure of aptitude. In a world ruled by data and statistics, we've all set ourselves apart in one way. We aren't just numbers. We're in control of our own destinies. We're planners, we're thinkers, we're dreamers, we're explorers. We are the only determinant for what we will become. And most importantly, we are Great Mills. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. You guys ready to do this? Mr. Smith, members of the Board of Education, I am pleased and proud to recommend to you these candidates for a Maryland State Diploma. I verify these candidates have met all the requirements necessary to receive this diploma. Let the presentation of diplomas begin.
Curtis Ryan Aaron. Samuel Brian Abel. Alexis Cheyenne Atkins. Daniela Christelle Aguayo. Serena Irene Aguilar. Veronica Jean Albright. Matthew Everett Altizer. Ramsha Alvi. Mahir Sanjay Apate. Zachary David Aarons. Malachi Tracy Bailey. Tyracia Sine Baker. Jeremiah Xavier Baldwin. Javari Dwayne Barber. Nyasia Marie Barnes. Matthew Craig Barrett. Asia Jaquay Batson. Avery Nicholas Battle. Devontae Larnell Battle. Michelle Marie Bollier. Araceli Becerra. Erica Marie Berry. Tylasia Shiree Berry. Jared David Binkney. Danae Cherie Bisco. Pamela Rosa Blass. Antoine Jamal Bowman. Delonte Markel Bowman. Jessica Nicole Bowes. Anna Lee Brennan. Tyrese Xavier Briscoe. Diamond Kimora Brooks. Keon Stephen James Brooks. Shane Keith Brown. Joan Yael Brown Rodriguez. Dequarius Jaquan Edward Bryant. Lane Stewart Buckler. Aaron Nassim Buggs. Brittany Moshe Burns. Deja Kanisha Marie Bush. Deandra Chanel Bush. Hannah Michelle Bush. Janiyah Marie Butler. Shakim Tyrell Butler. Zachary David Byram. Jacqueline Grace Byrne. Colby Preston Kasich. Colby Thomas Campbell. Kaylee Nicole Canales. Austri Ann Carlson. Tiana Marie Carroll. Anthony Devontae Carter. Jillian Christine Carty. Alfredo Casarubius Jr. Lillian Lorene Flanagan Kavanaugh. Roselianne Cepero Santos. Vincent Tyrone Chapman Jr. Devin Joseph Charles. Melvin Clay Cheshire Jr. Savion Kimon Chisholm. Jonay Mary Regine Clark. Dominique Michelle Cobb. Alicia Diana Duncan Cone. Miranda Lee Cook. Margaret Catherine Cooper. Ronald Alberto Coronado Alvarez. Jenna Nicole Cox. Joseph David Crawford. Robert Alexander Cruz. Sarah Elizabeth Culver. Amber Kiera Cutchumber. Donovan James Dabney. Aranio Paul Lorderis Dameron. Miles Christopher Davis. Kayla Marie DeLemos. Jessica Aaron Dean. Nina Marie de Koonik Van Capel. Kiara Leanne Deloach. Rashawn Delshaw Daniil Sewell. William James Dietrich. Seaton David Jamal Devenish. Laren DeLuey. Rylan DeLuey. Philip Min Doe. Nash Andrew Doyle. Kristen Marie Drury. Robert Christian Eby. Scott Adam Edwards. Eduardo George Elias. Christopher Thomas Espina. Thomas Darnell Evans Jr. Nia Roy Evertez. Rena Jalen Evangelista Fernandez. Joshua David Fletcher. Rudolfo Flores Hernandez. Gina Corinne Fondor. Jelante Delquan Ford. Lanicia Monet Ford. Shadell Veronica Ford. Gabrielle Angelique Foreman. Courtney Nicole Fowler. Kyle Christopher Funyak. Joshua Andrew Gant. Therese Novell Gant. John Tyler Gatton. Leticia Leah George. Jerome Howard Girdlestone. Connor Dwight Goings. Jade Rain Gomez. Joseph Bayani Michael Gomez. Natalie Loretta Mae Graham. Derek Xavier Green Jr. Christopher Theodore Gunther. Angel Ann Guy. Courtney Michelle Haley. Justice Aaron Hall. Jamie Nicole Hamilton. Carmen Michelle Hancock. Matthew Stephen Harms. Melanie Leanne Harms. Nevin Katray Harris. Benjamin Paul Hartz. Brian Patrick Hartz. Adele Hayden. Colin Reese Head. Jasmine Nicole Henderson. Brianna Henriquez. Stephanie Liseth Hernandez Silas. Alex Charlie Hewlett. Myleka Lajay Hill. Luke Russell Hoffman. Brady Andrew Hogue. Jonathan William Holland. Xavier Ciante Holmes. Lisa Rachel Holso. Morgan Elizabeth Howard. Lucia Maria Hijorinko. Michaela Victoria Hudziak. Carl Javon Xavier Hughes Jr. Mason Walker Humphrey. Dominic Anthony Ikniowski. Annie Elizabeth Imhoff. Ashley Shannon Ince. Talea Alona Ingmeyer. One more. Okay. Martina Bashir Iqbal. Jermaine Jonte Jackson. Nasia Chai Jackson. Taya Nicole Jackson. Darius Alexander Tyrone Jackson Jordan. Janita Ann Joe. Aaron Michael Johnson. Daryl Andre Johnson Jr. Faith Noel Johnson. Casey Sky Johnston. Caleb Alexander Jones. Courtney Justine Jean Jones. Alexa Janae Jordan. Varun Kataria. Emily Lynn Haas Kiefer. Shantia Renee Kelly. Ian Robert Kettner. Devon Naeem Keys. Nathaniel Thomas Kimmy. Kiet Azir King. Adam Matt Connigan Jr. Haley Ann Kraus. Tara Jean Krizovinsky. Ashley Nicole LaQuay. Nicholas Jacob Graves Landrum. Jessica Rachel Lang. Caitlin Noel Lawrence. Tia Cherie Lawrence. Robin Danielle Lee. Tamia Latisse Lee. Tiara Renee Leggett. Era Michelle Luteau. Emily Patricia Lewin. Laura Jasmine Yano. Rachel Lynn Long. Maya Marie Lopez. Xavier Hassan Lucian. Jude Syriac Luke. Judith Rose McConnell. Nefatima Ambriana Mack. Ian Akira Madden. Gloria Dawn Maddenville. Sean Lynn Maddenville. Reve Diego Mangiamelli Itzol. Brittany Lynn Martin. Perla Martinez Gallegos. Deja Monet Mason. Heather Leah Massetti. Mary Grace Mattingly. Daniel Lee McCullum. Samuel Walker McCombs. Emerson Lee McCoy. Caitlin Ann McDaniel. Brianna Elise McGill. Jalen Michael McInnes. Jordan Michelle McLaughlin. Darius Marquise Medley. Kyle Alexander Merritt. Haley Marie Messmer. Dwayne McLean Milburn Jr. Joshua Alexander Minor. Taylor Lee Moore. Stephanie Juliana Morales. Daniel Ross Morgan. Mariah Kevon Clarisse Morgan. Skylar Noel Morgan. Allison Marie Morris. Dominique Mokihana Knowles. Quentin James Naisman. Jeffrey Dean Nelson. Nancy Nguyen. William Brian Nicholas. Andrew Ryan Nobles. David Jalen Oliveras. Annette Marie Orr. Dalton Alexander Oswalt. Kadrian Unique Parker. Taylor Rose Parsons. Neil S. Patel. Jermaine Emmanuel Patterson, Jr. Travion Lamont Peterson. Isabella Naomi Michelle Pastorio. Nicholas Dean Pastorio. Jason Tyler Pitt. Patricia Danielle Mercilliot Poole. Michael DeQuan Porter, Jr. Kayla Nicole Princeton. Dasmir Nichelle Proctor. Bailey Noel Protzman. Grayson Tyler Pulliam. Jeremy Tyler Reagan. Newell Christopher Rand. Timothy Eugene Randolph, Jr. Heidi Josephine Ransford. Zane Austin Raymond. Amber Tyrese Richard. Krista Ann Richardson. Dasani Khalees Ridgel. Alexis Marie Roberts. Bryce Leandre Roberts. Jawan Robert Robinson. Mariah Nicole Robinson. Sydney Nicole Rogers. Patrick James Romero. Hunter Mackenzie Rooney. Sean Robert Rosenberry. Colleen Marie Runowich. Ruben Edward Sabela. Jemima Esther Pangilinan Salvacion. Imani Contis Scarborough. Janiyah Nicole Sears. Linda C. Renee Sells. Aram Anil Shaw. London Chantel Short. Rashawn Nicole Short. Ayana Yvette Shorter. Bomani Dingasweo Hannibal Sydney. Abigail Rose Simmerman. Robert Christopher Skillen. Sydney Gabrielle Smith. Jessica Paige Snow. Elizabeth Madison Sale. Jimmy Ken Sun. Anna Tegla Stats. Clarissa Lynn Stonewall. Debrianna Shari Stout. Daquan Anthony Swar. Richard William Sullivan. Kyrie Capri Swan. Clarissa Nicole Swanson DeSarno. Raisha Shanika Sidnor. India Imani Taylor. James Ralph Taylor Jr. Tyrone Lee Taylor. Warren Anthony Taylor Jr. Aubrey Nicole Thomas. Taylor Nicole Thomas. Danielle Marie Thompson. Dylan Jean Thompson. Justin Deshawn Thompson. Marcus Seth Thompson. Roman Paul Thornton. Simone Destiny Tibbs. Tyler O'Neill Titchener. Aspen Noel Toller. Rebecca Nicole Torgeson. Guadalupe Jamie Torres Cabrera. Kira Ann Trejo. Deontay Allen Trice. Mercedes Teresa Trow. Alexandra Rose Turner. Ryan Casey Tyson. Ashley Nicole Omer. Melanie Ann Virgo. Dylan Jack Vogt. Eric Cameron Wallace. Demarie Kayvon Walton. Tyler James Warren. Megan Marie Welch. Sharday Demisha Whalen. Kelsey Marie Wheeler. Chantel Tanae White. Lachlan Cheyenne White. Austin Michael Williams. Brittany Renee Williams. Corey Allen Williams. Nicholas London Williams. Ariel Lene Williamson. Taekwon Samuel Wills. Emmanuel Diago Wren. Haley Mae Yates. Alicia Monet Young. Deasia Chantel Young. Akira Danielle Young. Joseph Imad Young. Caleb Tyler Young. Kishana Tashay Young. Noah Keon Young. Jonathan Sean Yu. Shazul Ahmed Zahid. Jan Freddie Nathaniel Ziba.
by the virtue of the power vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the St. Mary's County Board of Education, I now pronounce you bona fide high school graduates of Maryland.
As bona fide graduates of St. Mary's County Public Schools, you are now entitled to wear the academic tassel on the left side of your motorboard. At this time, seniors, you may turn your tassel.